Our next guest says an avalanche of red tape from Washington is killing jobs, slowing the economy, and his measure aimed at controlling the government's out-of-control rules passed in the House last week. And he's released a very helpful chart. I love this chart. It's rather vivid, and it's it's a display of just how excessive regulations are blocking business growth and job creation. Joining us now, Congressman Kevin Brady. He's a member of both the House Ways and Means and Joint Economic Committees. Good to have you with us, Congressman.
Thank you, Lou.
I'm sorry. I'm a chump for stuff like this. I love this spaghetti chart about what's going on with regulation. How likely is it that you can make it possible for business owners to kind of just wad this up and throw it away?
Well, I hope we can. We developed it because small businesses frankly of all size, just get frustrated trying to explain to lawmakers just the burden that lands on them every day. That chart is just just the tip of the iceberg, what a typical business has to deal with each and every day. What we hear, most polls show half of small businesses aren't hiring now because this red tape, the cost's very expensive. So it really, enough's enough. Let's stop killing the economy with red tape.
Are we going to see any progress? Are we going to see it enacted this year?
Well, I hope so. The House passed a great bill out last week to call a timeout on these supersized red tape. Just a little common sense. My guess is the Senate's going to block it, and of course the economy is going to suffer as a result.
As we look at this economy and what's going on with this federal government, we just got word today that the leaders of the House and the Senate have agreed on a continuing resolution to get everybody from October through March of next year with a continuing resolution. Your reaction?
Well, I think generally it's a good idea. Here's why. One, we are suffering through the worst recovery since World War II. It's just dead last. And so I think the brinkmanship of another potential government shutdown isn't good for the economy. But more importantly for conservatives, we want this out of the discussion on tax hikes. And secondly, we think we'll be in a better position come next March with the new president. We hope a new Senate to actually get our financial house in order. So we want to be in that position.
What about the fiscal cliff, tax-mageddon, whatever you want to call it? What is looming that will not wait, as you well know, for a new Congress, a new president, if that indeed is the nation's future.
A lot's going to be shaped by the elections and the economy at the time, but, this is unprecedented. I think very damaging to the economy. Republicans are absolutely committed. In fact, this week we'll vote out a bill to not only stop those tax hikes now, but actually set a date for actually reforming this horrible tax code. My big worry is that some of the Senate Democrats are saying, let's walk off that cliff. Let's walk this economy off the cliff. That'll get us in a better bargaining position. I think that's awfully irresponsible.
Irresponsible, but it also would all but assure, one would think, the election of Republicans all across the country, if indeed they were to take ownership, and that's what they would be doing by fulfilling that threat.
And they really would, and I think the American public, the last thing they want to see is this struggling economy getting worse. Plus, every new study shows that the president's tax hikes are going to hurt our economy. It's going to kill jobs. Really, is going to actually lower workers' paychecks. So, they're going to walk this economy off a cliff for a measure that will also hurt the economy. So, just doesn't make sense.
Congressman Kevin Brady, good to talk with you.
Thank you, sir.
Up next, trouble on the horizon. President Obama makes a